Right Honorable Prime Minister and dear friend, Dr. Edouard Nguyenhe. Son Excellence et cher frère Ali Mahaman Lamine Zein, Prime Minister of Niger, the Deputy Prime Minister of Tanzania, and honorable ministers from across the continent, cabinet members and members of a diplomatic corps, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Kigali. What an honor to have you all, policymakers, leaders, and experts, academic institutions, and startups in innovative technologies, youth, all united by a common goal, to chart a sustainable and prosperous energy future for Africa. Rwanda is proud to host this important dialogue, building on the current momentum of nuclear energy implementation and its financing, along with forward-thinking African nations. With your support and partnerships, Rwanda is now taking center stage in the continent's nuclear energy journey, with the hope to see the Nuclear Energy Innovation Summit for Africa giving center stage to African states willing to host future events. But I cannot go on with this remark without acknowledging the leadership and vision of His Excellency President Paul Kagame, because he's the one who brought me to chair the Rwanda Atomic Energy Commission, or board. I'm from Burkina Faso. One would wonder why bringing somebody from Burkina to chair the Rwanda Atomic Energy Board. But that's the Pan-Africanism and the leadership and vision that President Kagame is sharing with you all to show that you don't have to be Rwandan, you just have to be African. Many gatherings have certainly played a pivotal role in highlighting Africa's readiness to embrace nuclear energy as part of the energy mix. Each one has reinforced a crucial message. Africa is not just a participant in the global energy conversation. We are leaders, innovators, and stakeholders shaping the future of clean energy solutions. As we set the tone here in Kigali, the government of Rwanda expects this summit and future ones to provide a platform for African nations to showcase the progress we are making, highlight our specific energy needs, and forge meaningful partnership with international stakeholders. It is an opportunity as well to demonstrate to the world that Africa is not merely adapting to the global energy transition, but is driving it with resilience, innovation, and collaboration. Now, what about Africa's vision and building on the momentum? Africa's energy vision is ambitious, yet essential. Our rapidly growing populations and economies require an energy infrastructure that is not only expansive, but sustainable. Nuclear energy offers us a unique opportunity to meet these demands while addressing the challenges of energy poverty and climate change. Ghana, Kenya, many other African countries have established a strong foundation for continental dialogue on nuclear energy. They introduce key questions about capacity building or capacity development, infrastructure, and now financing, and began to tackle the critical issue to regional cooperation. When I talk financing, and I want to salute my dear brother, the Prime Minister of Niger, who has a strong background in finance, Minister of Economy and Prime Minister. It's during our discussion at the West African Development Bank Development Days that we talk about your invitation to join. And we want to thank you for having honored all of us to be here. And thank you, Prime Minister. Here in Kigali, we advanced this conversation with a focus on actionable strategies as Rwanda paves the way for small modular reactors and microreactors to establish the integration of nuclear science and technology into socio-economic and industrial development. Rwanda has already taken significant stride by partnering with the International Atomic Energy Agency and establishing a Center of Excellence for Nuclear Science. And Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi will certainly dwell into our cooperation and the great initiative he has had for the continent since taking office. He's joining us tomorrow, and then we're looking forward to having him. From improving healthcare to enhancing agriculture and exploring energy solutions, together with the IAEA, UNECA, the United Nations Commission for Africa, the World Nuclear Association, and I welcome Dr. Sama Bilbao, the Director General of the World Nuclear Association here. Thank you for coming. And the Nuclear Energy Agency, Africa is showcasing the transformative potential of nuclear technology for sustainable development. As we host this summit, Rwanda's commitment to safety, security, and non-proliferation also underscores the principle that might guide Africa's nuclear energy journey. Hosting today's discussion in Kigali is symbolic of a broader continental opportunity. Africa's nuclear energy aspirations are no longer theoretical. They are grounded in real needs, compelling data, and a growing urgency for sustainable solutions. Consider this. Countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and Rwanda will experience exponential increases in energy demand, up to 4,008% for Rwanda alone. Meeting these needs requires a robust, multifaceted approach, and nuclear energy must play a central role. This Nuclear Energy Innovation Summit represents a unique opportunity for us to take the insights from today's discussion to a global stage. It will allow us to present Africa's case for nuclear energy. While the opportunities for nuclear energy are immense, so are the challenges. Africa faces barriers in finances, infrastructure, and political commitment. But these challenges are not insurmountable. Experience has taught us that when we work collectively as a continent with reliable partners, we can overcome these challenges. The summit should and will be a moment for Africa to articulate its priorities, demand equitable technology transfer, and reinforce its position as a key player in the global clean energy transition. We must continue to explore innovative financing mechanisms, models such as build, own, operate, and turnkey solutions offer ways to reduce the financial burden on individual countries. Collaborative initiatives like joint procurement schemes also ensure that small nations can access the benefits of nuclear energy. The West African Development Bank and other development banks are vital allies in mobilizing these resources, alongside international partners like the IEA, the private sector investors. I take this opportunity to salute the recent changes as multilateral development banks embark in possibly financing nuclear energy as a serious means for Africa's socio-economic and industrial development. Now talking about regional integration. And yes, Africa's energy future depends on collaboration. Initiatives like the West African Power Pool and the Southern African Power Pool exemplify the potential for shared energy infrastructure. By aligning our grids and regulatory frameworks, we can ensure that nuclear energy benefits not just individual nations, but the entire regions. Nuclear energy also offers an unprecedented opportunity to equip Africa's youth with the skills needed for a high-tech future. By investing in education and capacity building and/or development, we can create a generation of nuclear engineers, regulators, and policymakers who lead this sector for decades to come. Rwanda's experience with the development of its Center of Nuclear Excellence demonstrates the value of prioritizing youth in our nuclear ambitions. Now talking about political commitment and trust. Finally, our government and His Excellency, Dr. Edouard Ngirente, we must demonstrate long-term commitment to nuclear energy. Projects of this scale require stability and consistency, with clear guarantee to attract investors and reassure the public. Public trust is equally important, and we must communicate the benefits of nuclear energy clearly and transparently. Our goal must be to develop a united voice that articulates our needs and aspirations. We must highlight our readiness to innovate, our commitment to sustainability, and our determination to lead. The summit is an opportunity to deepen partnership, work on securing investment, and advocate for equitable access to nuclear technology. It is a chance to remind the world that Africa's energy future is a matter of global importance. By embracing nuclear energy, Africa can demonstrate that sustainable development and industrial growth are not mutually exclusive, but are complementary pillars of progress. Excellencies, distinguished guests, let us use this moment to reaffirm our commitment to Africa's energy future. Let us strengthen our collaborations, refine our strategies, and ensure that nuclear energy becomes a cornerstone of Africa's sustainable development. The path ahead requires vision, courage, and unity. And that's why we are in Rwanda. And Rwanda is proud to lead this conversation today, and we look forward to taking the insights we gather here to making sure Africa has a seat at the global stage. Together, we can and we should build an energy future that serves all Africans and secures a sustainable legacy for generations to come. Thank you.